you what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get...
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Today is the day that we are going to celebrate Jessica's birthday. Her birthday was several days ago, but we're just now getting to celebrate it here at the house. So if you're new, Jessica is our son's girlfriend, and they have been dating for 5 or 6 years, I think. And I know what your next question is, and I always check my microphone. I know what your next question is, and let me just go ahead and answer it. I have no idea when they're going to tie the knot. I have no idea. So anyway, but today we're celebrating her. So all she asked for was mashed potatoes, green beans, and rolls. She says, I don't care what kind of entree we have, just I want the mashed potatoes, green beans, and rolls. So I am doing 2 entrees actually, because I thought roast goes really well with mashed potatoes and green beans. And my son, he said she requested salmon patties, but I believe this request may be coming from him. So I'm actually doing 2 entrees. I'm doing a roast and I'm doing salmon patties. So I need to get the roast on, and that's how we're going to do. This video is all about how we celebrate a birthday and how I pull together a birthday dinner. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the roast on and the tea brought to temperature and then steeping. So that's all I'm going to do. So I'll show you me putting the roast on, the tea. Y'all know how to make tea. So we're just going to get the crock pot out and get started. All right, everyone, so I have my roast here. It is a chuck pot roast. It's not quite as, I like a little more fat on mine than what this one has on it, but I'm gonna add some butter in there. But I just put that in there. I then liberally salt it. And pepper it. Mine is super duper simple. Super simple. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stick a little bit of butter in there. Just because it doesn't have a lot of fat. I'm actually going to stick a little more. Okay, so like I said, mine is super simple, just salt, pepper. I don't normally add butter if the roast has plenty of fat, but since this was a little lean, I am adding some butter. And then the only other thing I add is I do chop up some onion and kind of dot that around there. I do it in big chunks. Do it in really big chunks, just kind of laying it around. 1 whole onion is plenty. Now, there are some delicious recipes out there for roast. In fact, Caroline, she's very famous at church for her Mississippi pot roast. Now, she didn't make that recipe, of course, but she fixes it for like the potlucks and stuff at church. And it is absolutely delicious, but sometimes I just want a simple, good tasting roast that you can actually taste the roast. And I usually just add about a ½ cup of water. It's going to make its own juices. So a ½ cup is all I add. All right, so let me slide this around. I'm going to plug her in. And we're going on low. Probably till supper time. If you're wanting actual time frames, it's low for 6 to 8 hours. Should be perfect. I have the tea going, and of course I have the roast going, but let me show you what I need to do. Those of you who may be new to my channel, and I know you can tell by the name of the channel that we are a pastor's family. Let me cut some of these backlights off. Anyway, our church has a back to school bash, and we give out free school supplies. We do a bounce house, a water slide, popcorn, snow cones. We just let the community come in and have it's like a little festival, a little mini festival at our church. And we give free hot dogs. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful event. Oh, and we have a clothing drive. If kids want to come in and they can take a bag, fill it up of school clothes that are gently used, and everything is free. So it's a great community outreach. But this is what I got to do. Because the pastor, we're the pastor's house, when we order supplies like popcorn sleeves, popcorn butter, snow cone syrup, snow cone cups, all of that stuff, guess whose house it comes to? Yeah. I have boxes and boxes, and my cabinet's open. Go figure, right? Boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff and bags. And so I need to go load my car up with all of this, because we will eat in here, and we can't eat around all this stuff. So I'm going to go load my car up, and I'll be back in just a minute, and I'm going to show you what I purchased at the Burke store. I like to get my tea just where it has a nice foam on top, but not necessarily boiling, because sometimes when it boils, I don't go ahead and put my sugar in here. My sugar's not in here, so I don't worry about the sugar burning. But I don't want it to boil too much, because bags do break if it gets to boiling too hard. So I try to watch it, and when it gets a good foam on top like it has now, I just cut it off and I let it steep as long as I possibly can. So, okay, let me show you what else I found. And I think these are so adorable. I put the band back on them. I've already used one of these, but I think they're so super cute. Oh, and it restuck. It restuck. Okay. But look at the lids. There's a little sunflowers, pumpkins, a little wheelbarrow. I thought they were so cute. I'm sending food home to go with Isaac, with Caroline. I always don't get them back. And so I love these to-go things that I don't have to worry about if they come back. But I kind of want these to come back, because I think those are super cute for fall. And like I said, I've already used one. So I think there was 12. Let's see, 20 piece. So 10 containers, 10 lids. And I was going to tell you the price, but $5.99. $5.99. I just think those are so cute. But and I've already used one, and it's already being washed, or it's been washed. Let's see how it held up. I washed it in the dishwasher last night. I'm always curious to see how things hold up. I have to move. Okay, there it is. I think it held up pretty good. Now I did this was actually in the bottom, so I try not to put my plastic things in the bottom, but I did, but it still held up. Now this I did put in the very tip top. I have like 3 levels, and this one I did put in the top. And I don't know why I put this in the bottom, because I don't normally do that, but it held up just fine. So that was a good thought to see how it held up. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Now I'm going to get started on dessert, which you guys have already seen. That was in Friday's video. I'm going to make, the main dessert is an ice cream bar, but I need to make these brownies so I can get rid Let me show you. I need to get a temptation out of my house. And y'all are going to laugh when I show you what this temptation is, but it is a huge temptation to me. I can literally, back in the day, and it could happen any minute now if I don't get this used and out of the house, I could open these up and take a spoon. I don't think I could eat it in one sitting. That would be a little much. But I would come in here and get several spoonfuls out, eat it, stick it in the refrigerator, come back later and get several spoonfuls and destroy a whole can of icing, just eating it plain. So I've got to get this out of my house. So the main dessert is an ice cream bar, but I'm going to make another brownie dessert that has icing on it, and it has a middle layer. So it's kind of like a 3-layer brownie. And so I'm going to get started on that. Again, you've already seen it. So if you missed Friday's video, be sure to go check it out, where I share 2 very easy, quick recipes that takes you very little effort. One is an entree, one is a dessert. Okay, I'll see you back in just a little bit. I'm at a standstill now where it comes to this dinner. The roast is in the crock pot, the tea is steeping on the stove, the brownies are in the oven, and there's nothing. I don't want to peel the potatoes yet. I don't want to get the green beans on yet. It's too early to set the rolls out to let them rise. I'm not making homemade yeast rolls. I did buy my favorite store-bought brand, which is the Rhodes brand. And so it's not time to set those out and let them start rising yet. So I need to clean. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is start picking up and start cleaning. Also, Caroline, Bryant, and I are on a low-carb lifestyle right now. And I do have my Keto Chow that I can make into ice cream in my Ninja Creamy. And let me just clarify that I am not an affiliate with Ninja at all. I purchased that with my own money, and I just did a product kind of review of what I bought, and I love it. I get no kickbacks from them, but however, that's a great idea. And so I'm thinking about reaching out to them to see if I can become an affiliate and maybe a tester of their products. So I'm thinking about actually doing that. But no, I paid for that. And it's so, somebody said, "Where'd you find it?" I can't find it. I couldn't either. It was out of stock everywhere. And I just happened to go on the Ninja site, and lo and behold, they had one. So I ordered it, and somebody reached out to me and said, "Where did you get it? I can't find it." And so I went back to the website to share the link with them. And when I went back, they were out of stock again. So this is something they cannot keep in stock because it is so popular, and I absolutely loved it. But you don't have to use Keto Chow in it. You can make your own ice cream blend, freeze it, and then stick it in there. You can make slushies, you can make gelato, you can make frozen drinks, you can make all sorts of things in that. And so it is a super popular item thanks to TikTok. I think TikTok is what made this popular, but I used my Keto Chow in it and absolutely loved it. So I've only done one. So tonight, Bryant and I are going to share one, and I'm going to let Caroline have one. I don't know which flavor that I have frozen she'll want, but I'm sure we can figure out something if I can remember what flavors I have in the refrigerator, because I really can't remember. But okay, I'll see you back in just a little bit. Okay, everybody, I just got the green beans opened. It's way early. I don't even need to be doing this now, but I am. So what I did was I opened my green beans. I salted it really good. I put a little onion powder or garlic powder, one of the two. It doesn't matter, whichever you have. Onion powder or garlic powder, just a little sprinkle. And I put like 2 teaspoons or 1.5 teaspoons of brown sugar. I don't like them sweet, but I do like them to have like a depth of flavor. So I'm going to add in some pork belly, or I'm going to look in my freezer to see if I have any like country ham bits or something. If not, I may use bacon grease. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use, but we're going to season it up with something. I found some pork fat trimmings, so we're just going to go ahead and get this on. I'm just going to turn it on low and just let it slowly cook today. I'll probably cut it off in a little while and then turn it back on when it gets closer time to supper. Well, I'm sitting down taking a little bit of a break from cleaning because it's lunchtime, and I had a little bitty piece of the taco frittata the taco frittata left over. And I mean, Isaac came in, got a piece, Caroline got her piece, Bryant's been in. I mean, it is so good. This was a huge hit. So I don't even need to put sour cream and salsa on it. It's so good. And then here I have in the air fryer fried me out little pieces that I've cut up into little pieces pork belly. So I'm going to enjoy this. Then I'm going to take this bowl of potatoes and peel them and get the potatoes in water. So when the time comes, I can just turn them on. I like to do things ahead of time and get things out of my way. But I got to get back up and continue taking boxes out to the car and finish getting things ready for supper. Now, I will say, we may eat off paper plates tonight because I want to have fun with my family. This is the first time my family has been over, and y'all remember how often we used to do this. So I have pots and pans that need to go in the dishwasher. We're going to have bowls from the ice cream that have to go in the dishwasher. I'm thinking we don't have anything that needs to be cut up. So I'm really thinking, I mean, judge me if you want, but I'm just going to choose time with my family over dishes and stressing over it. And I don't normally do that when I have a family meal, but I think this is one time that calls for paper plates because I want us all to play a board game or just hang out and have fun. So it may be paper. I may change my mind before supper gets here, but right now I'm thinking paper plates.
Urban area that can support having a whole food.
Okay, I have a helper in the kitchen. You can't see him, but he's back here. And we've got Blippi on in the TV. Let me go turn Blippi down a little bit. So I've peeled all my potatoes. I'm watching Levi while Caroline and Judah go to the grocery store. And so he helped me. He would find the potatoes in the bowl, and then I would peel them. Now I slice mine. A lot of people dice theirs. I slice mine into slices about that thick. That's how I do mine. It's how I've always done mine. But it doesn't matter as long as they, you know, are about the same size and they cook evenly. Doesn't really matter as long as you slice them up or chop them up or however you want to do it. It'll work. All right. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to pour some water over them and just let them sit and hang out till it's time to turn them on. The next thing I'll need to do is lay out the rolls and let them begin to rise. It's still not time to do that either. I just like to get a head start on everything. I need to get the dining room. After I do the potatoes, the dining room is my next goal. I've got to get it clean. I've got to get, I have a tray that I want to put all the ice cream stuff on. And so the fixins, not the ice cream, but the fixins. I'm saying Caroline is going to pick up my ice cream for me while she does her grocery shopping. And I didn't have chocolate syrup, so she's going to have to go get chocolate syrup. Anyway, so I've got to get my tray in and get it cleaned up and ready to put all the good stuff on it. We're going to have such a good time. And yeah, I'll get to use my Ninja Creamy again tonight. My Ninja Creamy Deluxe. It's the Deluxe. So I'm super excited. And so yeah, I'm just going to finish cutting these potatoes. I'll see you back in a little bit. Well, everyone, the potatoes are on. The green beans are warming back up. I have my frying pan out for my salmon patties. The rolls are rising. Need to clean up Levi's mess there. I have cornmeal and flour already mixed together and ready to go in my salmon patties. My salmon has all been drained and waiting for me to mix it up. My eggs are laying out. The tea is in the refrigerator. The boxes are all out except this set right here. So Bryant's coming in to put those up. But let me show you my ice cream thing. Okay, so here in my little tray, I've lined it with a cute little towel. And I have everything laid out. And I'll just move this over to the island after supper. The ice cream, of course, is in the freezer. And we are going to have a wonderful... Let's see, where are my Reese Pieces? There's my Reese Pieces and my M&Ms. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful little ice cream bar along with our delicious peanut butter topped brownies. Get Uncle Isaac's hand. Leave out. Hold Papa's hand.
You ready? Lord, thank you for this food. Bless it to our bodies tonight. Thank you for this special occasion as we celebrate Jessica's birthday. May you just allow her to feel loved and special, and we'll continue to grow her into a beautiful young adult. We thank you tonight in Jesus' name. Amen.
That was Mommy.
All right, Jeff, no problem.
The plates are on the table. Seven carbs in green beans. But I can have that. I ain't had any carbs today. I ain't had anything today. You can have what? Green beans? Oh yeah, we can have green beans. And roast. I really want something. What do you want, salmon patty? Mustard? Or the chicken for right? Okay. No. Do you want a salmon patty, Leo? You don't need that. You don't need that. You're not making it. No, they're in there. I haven't fixed cups of ice yet either. Okay, let me.
$35 a month to keep your nails up, Dave?
Oh, yeah, $35.
How much is it?
For these?
Yeah.
45.
I got ketchup.
We're doing like 30.
Ketchup
No,
on me.
25.
You got ketchup on you.
Look, I already had some hot stones on my feet.
Is that a month?
Hey everyone, we had an amazing time at Jessica's birthday dinner. We, as a family, we walked onto some family land. You'll hear about, well, you've probably already heard about that on Sunday's video. It was a wonderful evening. The boys got to play in the creek. It was just great. Isaac walked in the woods, and Isaac just loves to look at trees and look for vegetation that he's unfamiliar with and learn about it. That's just one of his little weird things that he enjoys doing, so he got to do that. We also went to see my uncle, the only living uncle from my daddy's side of the family, the only one left. So we got to go visit him and spend some time with him, and it was just a great evening. I didn't film much. I know once everybody gets here, it gets a little crazy, and yeah, so it was just a wonderful evening. And so yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna end the video here. I know it may have been, I don't even know how long it's gonna end up being, But I do want to end it here and tell you I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I have no idea what tomorrow holds, but we will see. And I appreciate you guys. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.